What's up, guys? Gorgon 6080 here, and basically, we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. Obviously, this isn't hardcore. I'm on my old main in full old regalia, and basically, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be killing SFK for some background footage, and we're gonna be going over the top 8 ways that Blizzard can actually fix Season of Mastery Season 2 and make it actually, semi-enjoyable and not just the off third cousin or whatever the hell it would even be considered at this point. So we're actually gonna toss on and we're gonna go starting with number 1. Add new dungeons, zones, quests, raids, the old Nerubians, old Hyjo, Karazhan. In Deathless, there's these large towers, like even in Feralis. It's like, I don't know if you've seen the anime Magi, but it's very reminiscent of that. And basically, like, you could add in just new like little things because it's all like locked off and then it's supposed to be cryptic anyway. Clearly, we're coming out the gate like pretty hard, but you're gonna have to add new content to a 15-20-year-old game to keep it semi-interesting, especially whenever you clearly have the like the ability to do so. So, all right, number 2 is I'm clearly biased, as you can tell, but bring in revamped talent trees, even just the TBC one, because that 2 weeks with the new talent trees was very interesting. You could have had an entire season of just that, and honestly, that probably would have been enough changes just to appease other people, because without world buffs especially, it just further entrenched those who were good and made hard stuck others. You know what I mean? So let's do that. Alright. Third one might be a little bit controversial. Well, they're all going to be controversial. But rework the PvP system. Rank 14 is basically, are you unemployed or are you paid to play this game? And if you are, it's like, then you can fucking easily get it. It's not even a like contest. It's literally, I know people that only got it because they took off 3-4 months of work and they were able to do that, and they hit rank 14, and that's just kind of trash. And I would more not focus on the gearing aspect of it and more focus on like, because arenas are going to be toxic in classic anyway, because classic classes are so rock paper scissors, you know what I mean? So focus on like maybe a 10-man RVGS type system, because RVG has always been personally one of my favorite in the game. All right, number 4 is going to be experiment. I underlined it as experimental. It's going to be add hard mode type encounters to raids. So basically, like the big red button in Uldar, to further enhance like certain bosses, and basically as well with that. Um, so basically, like, it would add mechanics to the entire raid if it detected a world buff on you. So it keeps the world buff people happy. But wait, we'll get to how they get them. Um, so they actually get to live that power fantasy. But with that power fantasy comes harder challenges, comes a more difficult, more like ruthless raid because you're buffed up like almost double. But have Chromie sell something called like a supercharged chrono boon, and just have it cost 50, 100, I don't know, just not a menial amount of gold, but a decent amount, enough for a gold sink. That's not going to be ridiculous to farm, but you just get all the world buffs in one go, and then you just pop it whenever you're in raid, and you don't have to worry about it. So that's one way to appease both the casual and the sweatier type of people, in my opinion. All right. Number 5 is going to be just go through, sprinkle in a couple extra rares and like old content, maybe. Like throw an extra rare, an extra piece of gear here and there. And it's like it does. You could literally go back and add maybe 2 things. That's interesting. You could add like 2 pieces and it would already spice things up. You know what I mean? It would make old content seem semi-fresh. So nothing crazy, just little bits in here and there. Alright, number 6 is gonna also be close to hard, but add hardcore only servers. Uh, it's not so much a problem now, but there was a fair bit of griefers, and also it makes you not have to worry about the auction house and trading, because if an entire server is hardcore, meaning they die and then it just deletes your character, it will open up the fact that griefers only have one life as well, and you know everyone is legitimate, so you know that you can trade, you can group up, you know what I mean? Maybe not group, yeah, that's getting into the minutia of it, but it would just open up a lot of things that are currently locked simply because you don't know, you can't trust everyone, you know what I mean? And the only real downside to this would be basically DC deaths, which would kind of suck, but you know, you pay a small price and you get auction houses, you get trading, you get grouping, you know what I mean? It's a fair trade-off in my opinion. All right, number 7 is basically, I've always been a proponent of like Mythic Plus. Hard 5-man content has always been like one of the pinnacles to me. So you don't have to have Mythic Plus, just add maybe heroic versions. It's like maybe they don't give better gear, maybe they give titles, maybe they give small Xmog items, you know what I mean? Maybe they give your weapon a various different glow for like, it makes your Crusader glow green. It's just, you give small things that isn't a power benefit to someone, and people will go for it. I mean, you could even give titles. You can. It's just there's got to be some way to incorporate heroics or harder dungeon content into it, because like especially like SFK. That's why I'm in here. SFK is one of my favorite dungeons in the entire goddamn game. So I would love to run it on a heroic version. All right, and 8. This will be the last one. This will also be another very hot take. Basically, revert the mage farm nerfs. Uh, basically, what I'm saying is the ones where it speeds them up, makes them cancer, and just they haul ass at you. Now you're gonna. I know you want to impale me right now to set an example. But hear me out. Uh, if Blizzard did crack down on RMTs, like real money transactions, and they actually got rid of bots, and basically, like, they made it very difficult and very punishing to acquire gold. My inventory's full, rip. To acquire gold through, like, basically against TOS means, then it would stop that. 2, I like all those farms. Like, personally, like, I love doing DM East as a mage. It's like, if you add say a nerf on 5-mans, like, say the person is X amount of levels, and it could be just like an increasing, like, factor. Like, after 5 levels past the, like, last level boss, it'll put a XP nerf on your entire party, and it will go up to like 100% if it's like a max level character, you know what I mean? So that way it keeps in all these gold farms, because I was a fan, like, doing all that stuff just for you, like, without like selling experience, like, it was super fun, and it takes away a lot of that, and you can still keep that. You can still keep personal gold, and then you just can't get XP from it. People can't just AFK and get a bunch of undeserved. You know what I mean? Gets rid of boosting. It keeps in mage farms. It keeps in probably like outside of farming, mages are incredibly fucking boring. So it's like, what are you gonna do with that entire class other than press Frostbolt? That may be a decurse, which I could really use right now. Not a whole lot, but these are just 8 reasons why I think, or 8 reasons how I think they can actually fix Season 2. Because Season 1, I'm a fan of just because I'm in hardcore, so it's a very niche, tight knit community, and it's nice. But the numbers don't lie. People aren't interested in doing classic WoW again with very little changes. So I'm looking hopeful, and I really hope to see you all there. Stay safe out there, friends. Don't go turning hollow.